and maybe even like, you know, fall in love and even more. Okay. How could there be even more than falling in love? I don't know.
I am enjoying my time reading this book. I'm speeding through it. There's something about small town witchy vibes that just grabs me by my heart, you know, and I want more of it. Thought out story? No, absolutely not. There are plenty of romance books that do that way better. But this was just silly and fun, and I liked it. I want more romance stories with that little hint of fantasy.
Hi. Oh my goodness, I still have my morning voice. So yeah, today I wanted to film like a wrap-up video. I didn't find going back to YouTube a little bit sustainable, like just doing YouTube videos because, booktube videos, because I don't know, I read books but not that much, and also I don't really want to describe books too often. I don't know, but I just want to talk about books that I think that I'm confident enough to share. For example, we're gonna talk about this beautiful duology by Zoe Hanamikuta. Let me check if the thing is in the center. And that is the Dear Breakers duology. You know, you gotta say these covers are like top notch. They're like really comic book worthy or graphic novel worthy. Yeah, I'm basically here trying to tell you that you should read this series. If you're into, for example, if you're into Pacific Rim with a touch of Baby Shatter Me, but make it sapphic, you know? My god, I haven't done this in a long while, and I don't even know where to start. Alright, maybe I should start by describing what this book is about. I'll try my best. Basically, this series is about a city called Godalia, where they're like the ones that control all and take up all the resources from other lands, because they're the ones who have the power. They're the ones who like won the war or something like that. And they won the war by using these mechs, like the wind-ups. And that's how they continue keeping their control, because they have this technology in their hands. In this world, these wind-ups are kind of seen as like gods. These mechs are controlled by pilots who are like cyborgs that are like soldiers by Godalia. And we follow Eris, who is a pilot for Godalia, and we actually discovered that she does not really serve for Godalia compared to like all the other pilots in her team. One day she comes across this gearbreakers who are known to take down these gods from the inside. Like they crawl inside and they, you know, take them down. Both of them somehow realize that they both have very similar motives about destroying this city, this powerful city, and they work together and take their revenge and everything like that. This is absolutely like perfection. Like perfection, chef's kiss, everything I want. I don't know where to start to describe how much I love the series. If there's one thing, I love the characters so much. When I started reading Gearbreakers, let me take this one down. When I started reading Gearbreakers, the first few pages, I was like I just couldn't believe that this book was real. I thought I was gonna be more swept up by the plot and the world building, but eventually I kind of realized that, oh, this book is much more character driven than I expected. The characters in this book are gold. I love them with my whole heart, and that comes from somebody who never kind of liked a group of characters. I love the one character, always usually the main character or something like that. But to love a whole band of characters and to like love a fandom because of it, that is very unheard of for me. This is the freaking very first time. Yeah, for me that's a big deal. I even like, I don't know if I want to show you this, but this is my tiny notebook for my reviews. Like I even put here some fan art of some of the characters, and like, my god, the fandom is gold. Like check out the Tumblr incorrect Gearbreaker quotes one. That's like freaking fantastic. So fantastic. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Another thing I want to say is that this book has one of the most beautiful sapphic or lesbian romances I've ever seen. I felt it down to my core how beautiful this was done. I love how slow it was and how much the author was able to keep herself from like giving us what we want. I also loved how the author, because you know these are basically kids, these are teenagers taking down huge chunks of metal. This book does such a good job in really making you feel that they are just kids, and they are just doing these things, and they are reckless loose cannons, and that is so beautiful. You should also kind of like watch that interview, a podcast interview from the author.
So I didn't grow up like finding a lot of Asian like characters in media, so I was, in the back of my head I was like, yeah, it'd be like really cool if like someone who was growing up half white and half Asian like was able to find this representation.
There was one thing I guess about this book that really I hated so much. It's something that I hate so much in a show and books. Like I hate it so much. Even one of my favorite shows kinda has it. It's not the exact same thing, but it's a recurring theme in Winona Earp. I hate it because it hurts me so much. It's like the worst thing that you can do for me. There was really nothing wrong with that. I mean, I hated it because I love my characters. I love to take care of them. And of course, in order to make a book interesting, you gotta do something with them. For me, I'm the type who just wants to see them be happy all the time. I don't want to see them get hurt or whatever. I just want them to make a cup of coffee in the morning or a cup of tea in the morning and let them live their life in peace. And I'll read that no matter how thick the book is, because that is what I want to read about. But that's not how it works. That's not how the life works at all. These books didn't do anything wrong. I think it did a wonderful job in being kind of sophisticated in its own way. Gatebreakers was more the typical kind of, I don't know, sci-fi action where, you know, you start with the world building, you introduce the characters, you try to make a plan to take down the big city, you do that plan, and then you see if it worked or not, like a big battle or whatever. Well, this book is a result of this, and the mood completely changes. It does a great job to like let you know that you have no idea what's coming up next, and it really is one roller coaster ride after roller coaster ride. It's not just one single little thing, and it keeps going and going and going, and it can break your heart because it definitely did. Yeah, pick these books up. These are lovely and beautiful, and I completely recommend them. I don't know. Also, if I feel like I'll have more things to say about this series throughout, I don't know, my life. So if you continue to watch my videos and I will slowly insert my thoughts about these books, then that's how it's gonna be, because I feel like there's a lot for me to say. I'm very bad in articulating them in one go, because sometimes some thoughts, they come a little later, they come a little late. So yeah, we're just gonna go with it. This is kind of the book that I'm currently reading, or just gonna start to read. This is a book that my girlfriend and I got for like Secret Santa, which is like we buy each other a book that we both don't know about, and we don't even have it in our like TBRs, and we just try to pick a book for each other that we think we'll like. And that's what we did. And I'm just about to start this, and I know this book is like about, I don't know, the holidays, and I'm very late with that, but the colors and, you know, the theme is very close to like Valentine's, so I think it's perfect. I think it's fantastic. Let me find the bookmark in here. That's so sweet. My girlfriend also made this beautiful, lovely little seal cactus. Seal is one of my cactuses outside. I may show you them one day. We'll see. Oh yes, I totally forgot to mention. I'm also reading this. The third volume in Blue Period, I think. Yep. I haven't continued the series in a while. I think in a couple months. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this one. And I mentioned I love how in some pages it's color. Like it's also the colors like a painting. Like look, this is so fucking amazing. And also I got this very cute bookmark. Yeah. For the rest of the day, I'm pretty busy to film this video, like make enough footage to put it together. But also I am gonna work on my short animation for fun, and also for my portfolio, but mostly for fun, just to learn and to just, you know, do something that I've never done before. And I also have to still work out. Might do that in a bit. And yeah, take care of my cats. I love my cats. I forgot to mention something from a while ago. If you remember the podcast interview that I was talking about a while ago, the interviewer kind of asked like what makes you human, because that's kind of like the discussion in Gear Breakers, and the answer of the author was like, it's your relationships with other people. It's like what you mean to other people. And just a few months, like a month before I read Gear Breakers, I read Clara and the Sun. And this basically had the same idea of like what makes you human, and the overall answer to that question was that basically, I think it's over here at the back. The character here kind of said that there was nothing special in a human individual. There's nothing special within them, but it was those who loved that person, those who love them. And I find that a very recurring theme between these two. And I enjoyed both of them. This one, of course, more because, you know, it's sapphic and it's gigantic mechs, and we're gonna take them down in different ways, and we're gonna have revenge, and we're gonna put some loud music in the background while doing that, you know. Well, this one is more in the calmer scene. It tackles similar discussions, but it's much more mundane, and it's very cozier and more mysterious and very more contemporary in a way. So yeah, that's what I wanted to add, because I think it was quite shocking, at least to me, when I found out about this. So anyway, thank you for listening.